Chapter 11, The Trolley Car Family. Chapter 12, Pa is the Boss. Chapter 12. While Ma was busy getting supper and putting Peter to bed, she appeared calm and cheerful, but after the dishes were done and they were all sitting around the table, Ma frowned over her mending. Mr. Jefferson was whittling a peg for his milk wagon. Pa was sorting nails. The boys were playing Chinese checkers. Everybody was busy but Sally, who sat with Kinky in her lap, stroking the soft fur and looking from one to the other of the family. She was surprised when she saw Ma's frown. "What's the matter, Mama?" she asked. "Oh, nothing," said Ma, biting off her thread and rummaging in the basket for the mending cotton. Bill gave his mother a sharp look. Then he jumped his blue marble over 4 of George's red ones and said, "Ma doesn't like those chickens Pa bought." "What's wrong with the chickens?" Pa asked. He had several nails in his mouth, so he couldn't speak very clearly. "Oh, Pa, take those nails out of your mouth," said Ma, "before you swallow them and we have more trouble." Pa spit out the nails and repeated, "What's the matter with the chickens?" "Well," said Ma, "you didn't say you were going to get a lot of livestock. I was just wondering what we would feed them, to say nothing of where we're going to feed the children. And while I think it would be wrong not to take care of the trees up yonder, which are there already, I don't think we can afford to take up farming, which I always heard even farmers couldn't make a living at." "Now, Mary," said Pa, "it's true. I haven't had a chance to do much explaining, but those chickens were a bargain. I didn't pay but $5 for the lot. I bought them from the man at the lumber yard where we got the nails and cement." "Cement?" Ma explained. "What in the world is that for?" "Why, to fix the barn floor so the cow won't put her foot in a hole and break a leg." "Cow?" Ma was simply flabbergasted. The children looked from one parent to the other, wondering what would happen next. "Are we getting a cow?" Bill asked. "That's swell." Pa looked at Mr. Jefferson. "You speak up," he said, and began to sort nails again. Mr. Jefferson took his pipe out of his mouth. "It's really my cow," he said. "I thought it was a shame for all this pasture land to go to waste. The barn's empty, too, so I thought I'd buy a cow and keep it here." "But, Mr. Jefferson," said Sally, "what will we do with all the milk?" "I thought of that," said Mr. Jefferson. "You use as much as you can, milk, butter, cheese, then sell the rest to the cheese factory. Same as Miss Perkins does. Man stops for her milk with the truck, he can take ours, too." "But what about when we go away from here?" said Mama. "How long do you folks consider that we're going to stay in this place, nice as it is?" "Well, Mary," said Pa, "it's this way. We've only been here a few days, but you know I was brought up in the country, and somehow it's all come back to me, and I'm getting to like this place more and more. I thought I'd spend a few days fixing it up so we can live here comfortably. We still have a little money. I'm sure I can get a job when it's necessary, and when we go, we can always sell anything we don't want. But as long as we're here, we might as well have eggs and milk and butter and cheese," Sally interrupted. "We could make those. Do you know how, Ma?" "If I don't, I can learn," said Ma. "If we're going to have a cow, we might as well make use of the milk. Now, Mr. Jefferson," she went on, turning to him, "you've been a good friend to us, and of course we'll be glad to take care of your cow, though we ought to pay for the milk we use, but I surely would like it if you could stay with us as a member of the family. I have a feeling you'd like to take care of that cow yourself." Here Bill interrupted. "Why don't you stay, Mr. Jefferson? It's nice here. We want you to stay." Mr. Jefferson shook his head sadly. He looked so gloomy that Sally was almost afraid he was going to cry, except that she'd never seen a grown-up cry. "Got to get back to my job," he muttered, pulling out his handkerchief and blowing his nose. Then he looked up and scowled terribly. He glared at one member of the family after another till they were all frightened. They couldn't imagine what he might do. Then he exploded. "I won't do it," he said. "I'll stay another week. Got a right to 2 weeks vacation in 10 years. "I'm very glad you can do that, Mr. Jefferson," Ma said. "Will you have to write and ask the company to let you take another week?" Mr. Jefferson got red in the face. He fidgeted in his chair. Then he said in an embarrassed voice, "No, I won't. I asked for 2 weeks in the beginning, but I wasn't sure I'd take 2. Just said I'd take 1.